all doing well. Welcome to another edition of Flea Market Finds with your Jeezy toy reviewer. I may do the intro again just in case. I'm having issues, but ongoing issues when it comes to when it actually starts recording live. And so when it says it does, okay, so it's saying it is now. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to what I hope will be a fun episode of Flea Market Finds. As you know, I go to the flea market um, quite often. And I think the title got cut off at the top, maybe. Who knows? Whatever. Doesn't matter. But I have a lot of neat stuff to show. I'll try to get through as much as I can. I'm probably only going to go like 20, 30 minutes maybe. So I'll show as much as I can within that time frame. So I went to the flea market today and it was a hot one. I mean, it was hot. Talking like 90 plus degrees out there. And as much as I enjoy doing it, it was a little brutal today, to be honest with you. But I did walk with some nice stuff. Stuff that I think I'll do well on. And I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. It's a mixed bag here. If you look to the left, like right there, you'll see some that's a Charizard Pokemon figure. And some Barbie figures. Pick those up $2.50 a piece. Hopefully make a little profit on that stuff. My fiance actually picked that stuff out. And she has an eye for that sort of thing, and she does well when she picks up Barbie, so I don't question it. I just give her the money, and I say go at it. And as long as I'm making some money off it, I don't mind selling it. Let's start off with some little small doohickeys. Let's start off with some fun little Transformers. Pick these up at a table. This is a G1 Minibot Wind Charger, I believe. Yeah, Wind Charger. Nice and clean. Let's see, I don't know. I just did some chrome work on him, so I'm not going to transform his legs completely. But, you pull his legs out like that. His arms out like this. Turns into a robot. And back into a race car. I got him pretty cheaply though. And he's a neat little guy. And I think I can make a little bit of money off him. And if not, I'm in no rush to sell him. What I will do eventually is if putting together a bunch of Transformers, like little loose ones. See right there. Why are you not coming in focus there? For some reason, it's not looking very focused up my end. Hopefully it's a little different for yours. Anyways, the point is, there we go. What I'm going to do is, I'm picking up these little loose guys. And eventually, whatever I can't sell loosely, I'll put together like in a big lot. But as you can see, chrome looks nice on it. I touched up a couple little areas that was missing. But the body itself is clean. And the Autobot stickers are nice and clean on it. So, got him real cheap. And let's move along, because we've got a lot of stuff to go through. I picked up a few Transformers actually, but the two good ones I'm going to save towards the end. This is a Micro Mini Master. The small little guy. And these came out in the late 80s, 88, 89. And there's really not much to them. Really not much to them at all. See right there, flip the wheels back like this. His legs pop out, head pops out. And then you just kind of there's his little arms. Really not much to this guy. He's a neat little figure, I guess. I don't know what I'm going to get for him, if anything. He just might wind up staying in my collection. I'm not even sure what the value on these sort of things are. I've seen them on occasion, and I've seen them go for like 10, $20. Certain ones, I don't know if this is one of the ones that will go for 10, $20, but um, right there. Then you just want to transform them back. Easy enough. Arms go back in there. Click that back over. And then you're going to go like this. Kind of push the wheel. Push that back in there. And there you have. He's ready to go. See? And the third loose transformer I picked up today is a nose cone. And he is a Technobot. And all his buddies get together. When you put them together, he forms Computron. And he turns into kind of like a drill type deal. So you gotta right there, put that over there, flip the wheels back this way, and then like this. Nose cone. Obviously, he's named after that because his nose is shaped like a cone. He's missing his pre-rub, his rub sticker though. And I don't think there's a big market for knockoff bots like this. And it does have the official stamp on the side there. So I mean, it's not a fake. But for whatever reason, he just doesn't have his rub sticker. I don't know. And there we go. So there we go. 3 of the loose transformers I picked up today. Let's move on to some of the cooler stuff. I picked these up. Mitten package. Pretty nice. These are O-scale boxcars made by MTF. They're called Rail King, and they're very nicely done. They put a lot of detail into these. They're made well. They're just really sharp looking boxcars. This is a New York Central 3 Dome tank car. And believe it or not, I already have a buyer for this. I picked this up at $16, and I'm going to double my money on it right off the gate. And then I picked up another one like that. This one's a slightly different, but it's by the same company. And this is a single dome boxcar. See, tough and rugged 0 and 027 freight cars. So, this is a Boston and Maine tank car. And I have to imagine he'll do well. And that's $16, as you can see at retail when they first came out, $32. So they're not cheap. I'm sure there's more expensive ones out there, but these guys aren't cheap. I'm pretty happy with this purchase. Then I picked up this guy. Now this guy was real neat. This is an Alco model dummy car. See, the dummy, what that basically means is that there's no mechanical parts in there. This does not run on a functioning track. Now, this is loose right here, and I picked this up for $10, but this is an easily $30, $40 piece all day. Hand painted, very nice looking, very sharp. See, look at that. You can see the details. It's made out of metal. Very sharp looking, very nice. I should have no trouble moving this all day. I'd be disappointed if I got less than 35 for it. I paid 10 for it. They came in nicely packed. And of course it gives you the car number and NH for New Haven. And it tells you it's a dummy car. So then it tells you it's custom painted. But I scored this on a nice little pickup. Very happy with this overall. Oh, that was my chair. I promise that was my chair. Alright, now I got a big bag of stuff, and we'll get through as much of this as I feel up to doing. There's a lot of stuff in here. A lot of new stuff, a lot of new stuff. First thing I'm going to go over is the locomotives. This is a junker locomotive. This thing, I'd be surprised if it even worked. And it's, I believe it's missing part of it where it would be labeled with the brand, but I don't know what company made this. And I don't expect much for this. In fact, this is most likely going to end up as a lot piece. This locomotive, however, is much nicer. This is a Ho scale Tyco locomotive, painted, very sharp looking. As you can see, all the wheels and the little mechanics in there, and it's got a little weight to it. The shell is plastic. The more modern Ho scale stuff, like made by Tyco and Bachmann, unless you go high end, most of it's gonna be plastic. But it looks nice. It's a nice looking locomotive. And I picked this up in a lot of train stuff. So they I paid, I think, $60 for everything, which was not bad at all. Then we have this little guy here, and this was, while it wasn't in package, it was never used, and you could just tell by looking at the track how clean it is. Still got the factory tape on there at the top. And this is a bridge, and this would be like a scenery, and you would have your little setup here, and then you take your locomotive and you go. You go over the bridge, and you'd have a little, it's like a little electronical switches where you can have, this actually lights up. See, I take this off here. See, got a little light bulb underneath, so that does light up. It's a neat little piece. And else I got a bunch of new stuff here. These are you would to elevate railroad tracks. I forget what they're called, but it'd be like almost like steps, and they're numbered, and it goes from lowest to highest, and then that would actually, you can use it to connect to this bridge, and I got some of that stuff. And here I have, now this is all scenery for your setup when you're putting your train setup together. These are, as you can see, signs and posts. There. Oh, random loose box car. Nothing special about this. I don't even know if that one's a name brand or not. I got a power pack, which looks like it still functions. When I plugged it in, it hummed. So I'm assuming it still functions and works. And this is basically what you would use to give your toys their oomph when you're trying to run the trains. Unfortunately, now this is a neat little piece. Now where is it? It's missing a lot of the stuff, and the crossing guard is in it, in the bag in there somewhere. If I find it, I'll show it to you. If not, but this was kind of broken when I got this. This is also made by Tyco, and this is a railroad crossing. Obviously, see, railroad crossing. Nice shape, pretty good. It's been used, but probably not by much. And we have ourselves some more box cars. These are by Bachmann, a Great Northern box car, or Freightliner. This is a Freightliner, and you put the logs there. It's missing the things that keeps the logs in place, but that's what it is. Again, for $60, everything I'm showing you, you're not going to lose too much money, too much sleep over it. I'm going to make my money 3 times over on this. This is a N scale shell for a box car right here. See? And basically you put this over one of these little guys, a little smaller version of this, and it would cover it up. What I'll get for this, I have no idea. No idea. We have a 3-dome tanker here. Again, this is Bachmann. And you can use this to hook it up here. See, what you do is, like, you can just hook it up right there, and that connects. And you make your little train set however you want to customize it. I'm running out of room here. And let's see, we got some new and packaged Tyco hose scale track. This is kind of cool. I picked up a few of these in the lot. These are 3 Bachmann box cars. New and packaged still. Never used. And that's a Georgia Pacific. And that's it's actually a pulpwood car. This is a nice little advertisement piece. Nice little boxcar advertisement piece. And finally, this little guy right here, the Santa Fe caboose. All never open, mint and packaged. As I like to say, or well, actually, most people call it new old stock, and that stuff should sell fairly well. I'm not gonna make a killing off it, but when you factor in what I paid for the overall big lot of it, I did quite well. I got another caboose here. This is made by no one. Well, obviously someone made it, but this is a non-brand name. And quite frankly, there isn't too much I could do with that. I'll probably throw it in a lot. And this is another, this is also by Bachmann. Nice little advertisement piece. And this is this little box car here. So as you can see, the pile is building up. This is this was actually brand new, a new power pack. Right there. And I don't know, I don't usually do well with these. So sometimes I'll be lucky and get $5 or $10 for them. But, you know, well, what do they say? Those nickels add up. So dollar here, dollar there, whatever. And I wouldn't lose too much sleep on it, over it if I have to sit on it for a bit. There's another Bachmann. Nice decorative piece. It's a nice shape too. Another Bachmann boxcar. What I probably will do is I'm probably going to take these here. This, the tanker, the log car. Sorry. And maybe this guy, we'll see. And put it together and try, kind of like sell it as like a set with the locomotive. So you have something pre-built, ready to go. And then if anyone feels so inclined to add to it, they can always bid on these and add to this nice locomotive. Again, this is a nice locomotive. Nice looking piece. In my opinion, it is. I don't know how valuable it is. With whole scale stuff, you just never know. There's so much of it, and you find a lot of it in nice pristine shape because, much like any other collectibles, as the hobby pursued in to the future, people started either not opening it or making sure they took super good care of it. So it's going to be less expensive than your old Lionel American Flyer type stuff. And they did have some of that there, but the one vendor that was there, he wasn't willing to work with me on prices too much, which was a no bueno for me. I got some woodland or some scale scenic trees. So this is decorative stuff. So when the train is making its run, you can have it like going through the forest, so on and so forth. I'm not sure what scale is this. It's made for, as you see there, it can be made to use for a whole scale, 027 and S gauge. So just these little small stuffs. And I scored a whole bunch of opened whole scale track, but it's brand new. The twisty ties are still in there, and I'm sure I could probably take all the whole scale track. You know what I mean? And get it out to someone who might need it for supplies or whatever, or just to add to their stock. And you see right there, that's where you'd run the juice through right there on the main piece. See? As you can see, it's in nice clean shape. All right, so I think we're coming towards the end here. As I said, I was just going to show you what I picked up real quick. These are my two favorite pieces. I picked up these. These were, now, Transformers have many different runs, whether it be Beast Wars, G1, Cyberverse, so on and so forth. And this one is no different. This is from the early 2000s, and this is, pull the camera back a little bit here, and this is some of the stuff that's from the Transformers Energon series. But now, look, obviously this is still mint in package. Still got its card in shape. This is a Decepticon Stormcloud. He's a neat looking figure, and these guys would be combined to form a combiner right there. See if you look. Blight, Barricade, Kickback, Blackout, Stormcloud, and he would form Brutus Maximus. Not to be confused with Bruticus, who is a much older combiner. Now this I picked up for $12.50. I bartered the guy down for a pair of these, which you're going to see the other one, and it's my in particular my favorite of the two. Um, he wanted 30. I got him down to 25, so 12.50 a piece. But it's like I said, it's still mint and package, and I don't foresee myself doing bad on these. I'm going to try to sell them. If I sell them, cool, and if I don't, I just may keep them. Just may keep them for myself. Add to my collection because I do collect the Decepticons, and it's a nice looking figure. There he is in the back. Turns into from a nice looking helicopter into a robot there, obviously, with his nifty blue gun. So pretty excited about that. And now this is my favorite, and this one is pretty cool. This is Blackout. I love the color of the helicopter. You got that classic, just Decepticon color look. Very nice looking toy. Again, as you can see, mint and package. And he's not that much different than Stormcloud, as you can see here. And what's he do? What does he turn into? Where's Blackout on Brutus Maximus here? Collect D1. See, collect D1 through D5 to create Brutus Maximus. This is not my particular. I don't. Oh, there he goes. Blackout is his foot right there. So I got two of them to combine to make Brutus Maximus. Who knows? Maybe if I don't sell them, I'll try to get the whole set together, and then I have a combiner mint and package. But this isn't my particular favorite era of Transformers. Obviously, most people who watch me know I'm more of a G1 guy, and it probably always will be. But it doesn't mean I can't appreciate other variety of Transformers out there, and it certainly doesn't mean I can't make a few bucks off it if I can. However, though, I do like this figure. The color scheme on him is pretty cool. And it's pretty cool looking. So that, I guess that's about it. Everything I picked up, as you can see, is quite a haul. I don't foresee myself having issues getting rid of any of this stuff. The train stuff sometimes takes longer to sell. It's a very niche market, and sometimes it goes cold, and then I got to sit on it for a bit. But usually, I eventually get rid of it. So with that said, though, I hope you enjoyed my little video and my flea market finds from today's visit to the flea market. And I wish you all the best. I hope you had a great weekend, and hopefully you'll power through the week pretty fast. And try to stay cool. It's starting to get hotter out there. God, we got some scorching days coming up. I'm not looking forward to. But there's a lot of money to be made in this stuff, and if you're into it and you know what you're looking for, I'm making money off the Barbies. You could poke fun, buying Barbies, but at $2.50 a piece, who freaking cares? Even if I only make $5, I'll double my money. But I know I got some Barbies in there, and I know this because my fiance told me that are worth anywhere from $30 to $50. I pay $2.50 a piece. Not a bad turnover. Anyways, I think that's gonna do it. Hope you all have a good night, a very good week, very productive week, and you get through it safely. You have a great day. Your cheesy toy reviewer saying good night.